I was told to deliver this message. You think you're invincible because you got money, bombs, guns, and planes, killing babies, innocent people. I think you're insane. Chaos and destruction is the name of your game. Somebody's got to stop you before the whole world goes up in flames. So he told me to tell you, I'll fight
for my brothers. We can go to war. Fighting for my father, I will give my life for. I feel so alone in this white man's world. Whip it in the kitchen, watch that white turn pearl. Standing on the corner, standing on my phone. Standing with my gangsters, but I'm standing on my own. If you got to be alone, split you like you be alone. Sacrifice my life, understanding each his own. Toast to the keys of success. Bel Air rose on my breath. I've been a student since '03, and we can fight till we see peace.
I fight like that. 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 I fight like that.
Let me holler at you for a minute, give you game. Real scrappy, love to bada Buddha bang. Trigger happy, and everybody in the game. You shot your family and didn't even know it, man. Same rules, same code, with a different slang. Struck him out, now they took him out the picture frame. Mama, don't cry, we gon' get by. 2 weeks later, got killed in a drive-by. Why must we fight amongst each other? Reach one, each one, teach one, my brother. I teach them how to fight on the grass and in the class. Snoop Dogg, all stars, yes sir, they coming fast. D1, football, we won. Now proud of my son, Lil Snoop, yes sir, cause he won. Right on, SC, fight on. We 100, keep it coming, dip, slip, slide on. Light on.
I fight like that. 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 I fight like that.
Watching the warriors, the story of the rebels. You from the ghetto, did you know never to settle? I'm shooting common on the streets, I'm a pharaoh. Battling in African-American apparel. Fists on a t-shirt, youngins doing street work. Grinding till they teeth hurt, that's because they need work. Working till the feet hurt, trying to get my soul right. Used to be on old bikes, serving them that cold white. Wars in the winters, the block is hot in summers. Today's mathematics, we know it's strength in numbers. To the bosses and the runners, the hustlers and the stunners. We fight for the hundreds, we fight for the oneness.
He fights with the heat. He fights with the sleet. He said, I am who I am. I can't be beat. Nobody has won a war against me. I fight like that. 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 I fight. All of the nations of the earth as we speak are angry. They're angry because governments cannot suffice the needs of their people. They're angry because a few have gotten wealthy at the expense of the many. and the poor and the sick and the weak and the unlearned multiply. And the value of their lives are diminished by the rich and the powerful, so that when human life is devalued, that in the eyes of man you are unworthy of the gift of life, then it is easy for another human being to take the life of another human being that he or she has devalued. Black life in America is devalued. Hispanic life is devalued. Even poor white life is devalued. There's a way that I have to behave. I'm free, but I'm not free to rob you of yours. I'm not free to take from you what does not belong to me. So if I will construct my life according to these righteous principles, then between man and man, man and woman, peace. Between race and race, peace. Between rich and poor, peace. We have our beautiful Mexican family. This once was theirs. So you can't say to them they are aliens. That's a horrible word to use for former owners. I see my indigenous family here. Many tribes, but they're really one great nation of people that now must be reunited with themselves. So it's their time now, as well as ours, that God would intervene in our affairs and bring the bottom rail to the top. The government is not rehabilitating soldiers. When they send you away to kill. When you come home, they gotta reconstitute you for civilian life again. Make sure you have a job so you can take care of your family, but they're not doing it. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, a woman can do anything that a man does, and the only thing he forbids the woman to do is the thing that degrades her. So how high can you go? High as you want to. Why would God allow the female to wear his attributes if you can't be a manifestation of that attribute? Women, you got to be set free. What God has put within you must be cultivated, must be developed, and must be used for the advancement of a nation and a world. I said to myself, Mr. President, why the hell don't you go to the wicked police department? Why the hell don't you stand up and tell them that your killing of black youth and brown youth is not gonna hold no more? Why don't you stand up? God's word is in need of a truth
that will set up a government where everybody can live in peace under real freedom, real justice, and real equality. America was not built on a firm foundation. The nation called America was doomed from its inception. How do you build a nation? Killing the native people. How do you build a nation? Bringing a whole people out of Africa to America to be made slaves. This is your foundation. The world is looking at a country going to hell. You are opting to be a part of that is unraveling right in front of your eyes. You see the country cascading downward. This is America. Why do you want to get into something that is coming to an end? So we are living in the time of the unraveling of this great nation.
So I want to give you a few things that might help you to get a handle on the management of time. Here's the first one. You run the day or it runs you. Part of the key to time management is just staying in charge. But here's what usually happens. We start something and we're in control. But as time starts to unfold, pretty soon we start losing control. You know, you start a business and you're running it. And pretty soon, what? It's running you. You have to stop every once in a while and say, hold it, hold it. Who's in charge here? So here's a good phrase to jot down. Something will master and something will serve. That's the nature of life. That's just how it goes on this spinning planet of ours. Something will master and something will serve. And here's what you have to make sure you become. The master. You run the day. You run the business. You run the enterprise. You run the job. You stay in charge. Now, here's how you can stay in charge. Have your written set of goals with you at all times. Then prioritize your goals and decide which is important. Then constantly review your goals. Then have your goals match up to a good written game plan. The game plan that says, take it out of your head and put it down on paper. Then, with game plan in hand, try to separate the majors from the minors, the really important things from the things you just have to do. And prioritize. Is this a major day or a minor day? And adjust your time accordingly. Is this a major conversation or a minor conversation? A lot of people don't do well, and here's why. They major in minor things. They spend too much time on things that don't count, and too little time on things that should count. So you're about to pick up the phone and make a call. But before you do, decide, is this a major call? Is this a minor call? If it's a major call, it needs a little preparation. If it's a minor call, a few pleasantries will probably do. Hi, how are you? Tell a little joke, exchange some pleasantries. So a little evaluation will save you a lot of time. Major, minor. Next time management essential, don't mistake movement for achievement. You probably know some people around you who are just plain busy being busy. You've got to be busy being productive. It's easy to get faked out by being busy. Guy comes home at night, flops down in the easy chair, says, I've been going. But the real question is, doing what? I mean, it's the doing what. That's the real key, not the going. Some people are going, doing figure eights. They're not making much progress. Don't mistake movement for achievement. Evaluate the hours in your days and see if there's not a lot of wasted time in there that you could manage better. Do more with. The next key to good time management is good concentration. Focus. You've just got to zero in on the job at hand. Concentrate. Don't start your business day until you get to the business. I used to start my business day in the shower. I'm trying to compose a letter in the shower. The cobwebs haven't been cleared out yet. I'm not awake yet, and I'm trying to compose a letter. Found out it doesn't work. Wait till you get to the office to start your work. Wait until you get to work before you get to the work. Don't start your business day at the breakfast table. It's not good for the family. Here's another one. On the way to work, don't think about work. It's dangerous. There's a lot of cars out there on the highway. Can you imagine if everybody was driving to work thinking about work? It'd be a mess. Accidents everywhere. Here's what you've got to do. On the way to work, concentrate on the way. In the shower, concentrate on the shower. At the breakfast table, concentrate on the family. Wherever you are, be there. Don't be somewhere else. Give whatever you're doing the gift of attention. Give people the gift of attention. The gift of attention. Concentration. Next time management essential, learn to say no. Boy, it's easy in a social society to just say yes too much, over-obligate yourself. Then it takes all those phone calls and all that time to back out of it and redo it. Don't say yes too quickly. Better to say, I don't know if I can make it, but I'll give you a call. Better to say you don't know than to say yes too quickly, trying to be nice and then having to back out. One of my colleagues has a good saying, don't let your mouth overload your back. Committing too soon, too quick. Being too eager to please. Appreciate yourself, your time, appreciate your own limits. Know when your commitment to someone else will end up taking time away from yourself and from your family. Have self-appreciation for your special time alone and with those you love and those who love you. This is especially important for charity work, volunteer work as well. You can't immediately say yes to offers that sound prestigious. You can't immediately say yes to social functions, things that sound like a lot of fun. You've got to say maybe and take time to evaluate what's an important contribution to society and what'll just take time away from your ambitions and your family. Be eager to please yourself and your family. Don't be so eager to please everybody else. Appreciate your own limits. You don't have to fill up every second of the day. Take time to appreciate what you've accomplished. Take time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Your success should be a pleasure. Appreciating what you've got and what you've done and who you've become is important. It's an important component in fueling your future achievements. Just knowing that you've accomplished in one day what you laid out in your game plan. Just knowing that you finished all you started out to do that day. That's encouraging. And it's these little daily advantages that you're gaining that continue to fuel your achievement. Let's say you're figuring out tomorrow's game plan tonight, and tomorrow looks pretty light. So all you write down for tomorrow is cleanup day. You know, clean up all the little notes on your desk. Write all the thank you notes you haven't gotten around to writing all week. Take care of a few phone calls that keep getting shuffled from one day to the next. Nothing major, just minor stuff. But nonetheless, little stuff that keeps nagging on you until you get it done. So you spend your day in a cleanup mode. You file the notes, write the thank you cards, make the phone calls. Not a major day, but at the end of the day, you feel you've accomplished so much. Why? Because you've taken care of so many little details. The little details that can make a major difference. You feel like you've really achieved something during this day that started out to be so minor. Little achievements are just as important as big achievements. Why? Because you can't appreciate the big achievements without first appreciating the little ones.
Ready for Evolution. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another edition of Classes in Session. Peace and power, family. How is everyone doing? Man, I really, truly appreciate what Jim Rohn laid down there. And I thought it was befitting and a good setting to keep us on our pursuit of keeping the main thing amongst our wealth builder family and community. Good to see everyone. We're going to go through the housekeeping rules really quick, and then we're just going to have a little conversation. Okay. Yesterday, I received a gift. I received the complete works of a collection of works, rather, of Jim Rohn. And it took me somewhere. It definitely took me somewhere. And, clearly, he is probably one of the premier personal development coaches or gurus in modern time. And his simplicity, his ability just to come to you with that monotone, directive, as a matter of fact, approach is not something that happens out of acting. These are years that were honed in on an experience that were honed in after following a dream, after achieving one dream and going after another dream, and how those interwove to lead to greater heights and teachings. And, so I really appreciate what he was able to lay down over his years in the course of his life. And so I appreciate the gift. The gift came from me. I treated myself. And so thank you, Brother Eric Duray Muhammad, for allowing you the opportunity to help you, help me, help others. So I may share those titles in the next day or so. I'm pretty sure I will. Okay. So we're going to go through our housekeeping rules for the day. And again, the ultimate gift is the attention we give to our commitments. And I struggled yesterday with several subject matters because I was throwing things to the side. You know, there are times when I get in this place where I want to make sure that what God allows me to offer is from him and not from my ego. You know, so I'm not quick on accolades. I'm not quick on what people share out of their appreciation. I mean, I love them. Don't get me wrong. I do know that we are creatures of need by nature. So at the end of the day, a lot of us, all we need is appreciation for who we are, you know, and that is a God command. I want you to understand this. You know, if the question is asked, who do they say that I am? If God is telling you I am that I am, well, if you're direct descendants of God, and we are, then the gift of appreciation, you know, the wanting to be appreciated is the God with the little g in us. So it's okay to want to be appreciated. It's okay to want to be respected. It's okay to want or receive a little credibility or validation, edification. All those things are part of the natural makeup of the human being, because the human being thrives off of productivity, thrives off of achievement. And when an achievement is reached and an accolade is given, it shifts that individual into the next gear for the next phase of the next achievement. You know, so it's all part and parcel. Okay. So y'all know where we are tomorrow morning, right? Y'all know where we are tomorrow morning, right here, 8 a.m. Eastern. Classes in session with Mr. Tyrone Best. Listen, you know, with all that has happened this week leading up to the Gold Independence Day, what's happening in the next few seconds, minutes, moments, hours in your back office as a wealth builder should tell you that there's something very special coming down the pike tomorrow, 8 a.m. Freedom, the WBW System and You, presented by Mr. Ty Best. That's tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern, right here on the Eric Teray Muhammad Facebook page. I want all of you right now to type in a number of how many people you're committing to invite to that presentation right now. You don't have to match everybody's number. You don't have to say, oh, I see you're 5 and I'll raise you 100. You know, I want to see. I just want you to see the numbers. Okay. It is just that important, family. It is just that important for us to do, commit, do. Commit, do. Commit, do. And then watch the reward of what you provide. And it's a simple invite. Hey, I know you're a busy person. I know you enjoy your early mornings, but listen, I really want you to take a look at this opportunity and share the information, share the link and the time, and go. That's it. Go on to the next one. You know, it's really simple. You know, this is one of those moments that will not come back. So you want to be in place and in position to receive that presentation from Mr. Ty Best tomorrow morning. You want to be there. You want to be in position. As James Allen quoted, as I shared yesterday, I have his quote here again at the bottom. Actually, I don't have the quote there at the bottom. I actually dismissed the quote. So let me pull it up right here. James Allen, out of his book, As a Man Thinketh, in the chapter Vision and Ideals, he talked about dreamers. Okay. And he says, well, boy. He said, the dreamers are the saviors of the world. As a Man Thinketh. This was written in 1902. He wrote 19 books within 9 years. Amazing. The dreamers, that was a definite article. The is the definite article. The dreamers are, not will be, not could be, not might be, The dreamers are the saviors of the world. That was James Allen. Okay. Whew. Great morning, great morning, great morning. I jumped the page there. All right, so we have Mr. Best tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. You definitely want to be there. What is a gift? A gift is that thing given willingly to someone without payment. It's a present. It's a bounty. A gift is that thing willingly, that thing given willingly to someone without payment, or it's also looked on as a present. The gift of gold amongst wealth builders is a gift of wealth and financial literacy. There's a lot of pause that went into organizing this material for today, because I didn't want to jump the gun on what we may receive from Mr. Best tomorrow. So that was a thought that never got fully extrapolated onto the screen, because we're going to talk about it just a little bit. You saw and heard from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We will be also, after the power call, we'll be right there on the criterion. You know, tomorrow, July 4th, NOI.org. It's live, 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. And there in the UK with you, Brother Miguel. Glad to see you, brother. It's at 4 p.m. And in the West, on the West Coast of Africa, also 4 p.m. You want to be there. And, you know, we all have rules. I'm sure you have paid yourself first by now. I'm sure you've done it. I don't doubt it, because those of you who are wealth builders, when you saw what was rolled out this week, more to come, but you see why we stack the cash gold. We save at least monthly, at least 1 gram of gold, of classic gold, every month without fail, and we stack classic gold. If you don't know and understand, those who are watching who may not be familiar, if you don't know the power of paying yourself first, you need to get with the 100,000 of us in Wealth Builders Worldwide who do. You need to get with the million and more of us as affiliates in Karatbars International and find out why we do. Economies are falling, ours is rising. People are going broke, we are not. Stack gold. 1/10 of a gram of gold every day saved creates a legacy free from want and free from lack, not just for today, but for generations to come. Pay yourselves first. And of course, 10:45 a.m. today, we have the mighty power call with Brother Rodney Berger. He will be giving the power call today, presentation 10:45 a.m. And then Mr. Gold Collector at 12 noon, Dante Taylor will be handling the 12 noon presentation. And I believe Matthew Taylor tonight, the 2/3 of the Taylor gang, I believe Mr. Matthew Taylor tonight is handling the 9 p.m. presentation. Drive all your teams there. Drive all that you want on your teams there. Do all that you can to communicate this information, because our only responsibility in it all is just to share a word. And it's basically easy to give information out when you have structured timelines, rigid timelines that you know are going to occur every Monday through Saturday. So you make it a point to make it a part of your schedule to share the information. All right, another greatest hit from Damawi. You ready? The story we are told is to stack more cash, gold, and we will do that because we are bold. We pay ourselves first. Teach and train, Sister Damawi. Teach and train. That's what soldiers do. That's what soldiers do. They teach and train. Hey, Brother Wendell Osborne. In the midst of a pandemic and recession, as they call it, we are literally becoming wealthier day by day, week by week, month by month. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. That's right. Family, pay yourselves first. We'll show you how if you don't know how. Get back to the one who introduced this opportunity to you in terms of Karatbars International. Get back to the one who introduced you to this stream. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe what's happening here. Let me get back to the one who sent me the invite. Find that one that sent you the invite. Because I'm telling you, once you turn it on, it doesn't turn off, because gold is the gift that keeps giving. Believe us when we tell you. Okay. And then next week, Saturday, July 11th. Oh, too far. July 11th. Next Saturday, I'll be doing a live event. That event will take place. Eventbrite tickets are now available. And I'm trying to find the screen again. But we'll share it on our additional pages. And of course, every Tuesday evening, 6 p.m., the 90-day run to wealth. Text your full name, email address, and the message 90 to 404-246-5708. You're texting that message 90 with your full name and email address to 404-246-5708. Subscribe to the Eric Torrey Muhammad YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe. Leave a donation if you like. Cash App, $eTorrey, or via PayPal, paypal.me/Eric Torrey. We have workbooks coming out this week. You know, for those who have subscribed, your email addresses have been, I think, successfully populated, and you're going to start receiving those this week before Tuesday's class. So it's going to be, oh, there it is. It's going to be a great session this Tuesday. So live event, Gold, a simple wealth building system. Brother Eric Torrey Muhammad, Saturday, July 11th at 4 p.m. Eastern. There's a 2 p.m. presentation going on by Dr. Robert Mueller with WBW Events. I don't have the slide for it, but it will be in place tomorrow. And after that, we're heading over to the session here with myself. And it's going to be a nice Super Saturday for all of us. And I hope you find favor on supporting your brother's efforts to support us, helping ourselves. Okay, so look out for those presentations. Hey, Tuskegee. Hey, Family Billy Bibb is in the house. All right. Okay, so I think we're through the bulk of everything. And let's get back to the gift. All right. Why do we see gold as the gift that keeps giving? Why? Because it's proven itself over time. You know, let me look at my little library here. This book by Pastor Harry Riley. Can you see that? Gold, the Forgotten Resource. It's Pastor Harry Riley. Okay, I'm going to read the back of this book to you to show why there's so much power. It's available on Amazon. This is a must-read for anyone who feels the need to understand how to become wealthy by acquiring gold. Gold is one of the only resources that we have that has lasted throughout the years when other forms of money failed. The book will give you a new perspective on the possibility that you too can become wealthy through investing in gold. Read it and unlock the treasures that are written inside. Now, what's amazing about this book, for those of you who are spiritually centered or scripturally astute, you find a good portion of all of the information in this book. It's a simple read too. Look at the pages. Easy read, doesn't inundate you. It's not an encyclopedia, but it's a treasure. Okay. Power between the, what's the power in the treasure? Think about it. You know, you found all these movies that came out, right? Treasure Chest, Pirates, Raiding, what do you call them? Raiders of the Lost Ark and all that kind of stuff. And they always gave you this depiction of gigantic mounds of wealth. And gold was always the pursuit. Always. They went into caves. They went into pyramids. They went into all kind of places of obscurity, and they go in there with a torch, and they bring the light of the torch, right? And when the torch illuminates the space, you see all this gold. right? You see bars of it. You see chests that have necklaces and all kind of stuff just hanging out and just hanging over the right. And then they'll grab one piece and they'll show their admiration for that one piece because that one piece is so much more valuable than their wildest dreams, right? Then they get greedy and they decide they want to take it all, and the weight of God's treasure for all consumes them. Anyway, just a thought. Treasure, small pieces. And everything scripturally, he uses to back his assertions and his points. Do you know that gold is mentioned in the Bible 417 times? Yeah. 320 times silver is mentioned, and 120 times money is mentioned. We got some power here, folks. All right. So now, why gold? I'm looking at I want y'all to answer. I want y'all to give us this. Why do we stack gold? What is the power in gold? Wow, that was quick. Shaniqua, you couldn't tell me nothing when I made over $200 in less than 24 hours by just saving, not downline or commission, just because the value of gold increased. Why don't people have this account is beyond me, but you don't know what you don't know. Yes. Yes. Super true. Super true. Yes. Brother Ronald Newton. Walaikum salam. Freedom. Hey, Sister Grace. That's right, Reverend Zana. Wealth attractor. Gold is a wealth attractor. Sister Damawi says gold is a depreciating asset. Why gold? You know all the reasons. Now, here's the kicker. Why Karatbars gold? Because not only do we have the purest grade of gold in the market space, we have the availability in the market space that no one else has. That's right, Kansu Hotep Atum. It has continued to outpace inflation for 5,000 years. Gold is a safe store of wealth. Gold has provided me the largest savings I have ever had in my life. Preach, Brother Braden. Preach. That's right, Cece. They don't know what they don't know still. Why gold, folks? Why gold? Yes, Sister Pam. Sister Pam said it's a tier 1 asset. Won't flush. Freedom. Woo! SMG, y'all know the rules. Brother Clues got a hold of a copy of my father's life's work in Ready for Revolution, The Struggle of Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture. Thank you, brother, for sharing that. It was a nice picture you took with that book, too. It's pretty solid. You need to post that. You need to be the poster child for revolution, brother. We got some good-looking folk in Wealth Builders. I ain't lying. We got some good-looking folk in Wealth Builders, y'all. All right. Gold is that tier 1 appreciating asset. Tier 1 means it's a no-risk value instrument. Okay, that means you can get it, hold it, and it grows and appreciates over time. That's what Sister Shaniqua shared with you. She said, "What? Because it's the best gold for a cup of coffee." That's the trade-off. That's right. That's right, Brother Wendell. I thought people said that nothing is free. I think that proves the point. Increasing by holding gold is free. We got some jewels and gems coming. We got a whole lot of stuff coming our way that we're going to release tomorrow on our platform. I think you're going to be very excited. Man, I'm just full. I'm trying not to put cart before the horse. When you've been blessed with so much to see, like we saw last night. How many heard Cheryl Ann Gober last night on the Empower call? Okay. It leaves you so full You really do want to run and shout and tell the world. But your time is valuable. Your time is valuable. Okay, golden nuggets. Let's look at what Jim Rohn had to say. Don't major in the minor. Don't major in the minor. That means prioritize your essentials. You know, yesterday when we talked about living a debt-free life, we talked about the fact that in order to really hone in and eliminate debt, we have to get away from, or rather delineate or distinguish between instant gratification and immediate needs. And once you've successfully identified that, then you make the immediate needs the prioritize, and you set aside the instant gratification, like the cup of coffee that I always talk about, like the cup of coffee Sister Shanika just mentioned. You see, I exchanged that cup of coffee for cash gold. I can always get some coffee. When I learned the power of saving, I started buying the coffee that I love so much in bulk. So I wasn't pulling up to anybody's drive-through, giving up $7 to $13 every morning, or every morning and mid-afternoon, or every morning, every mid-morning and in the afternoon. All that went away. And guess what else I saved? I saved gas because I wasn't driving that way anymore. You know, all these kind of things take shape when you start to focus on the major and not make the minor the major. You see, you know, you focus on those things that you 100% in control of, and you handle it. And when you handle it, you know, it's not the mindset of the working class where we pay a bill or even pay off a bill and say, woof, I'm glad I paid that. You actually paid yourself because you redirected the money that was going out. You have it coming back now. We circulate, we don't spend. We use, we don't spend. So when we use the currency or use the cash, all right, focused, then we're circulating it because we're bringing it back to us, back to its point of origin. It started with us, right? And then we exchanged it or we used it to serve us on the back end. This is reverse income, folks. When you utilize what Dave Ramsey coined the debt snowball, I think it is. When you utilize the tool of organizing your debts from the least to the most, and you paid off the least, the money that you would normally utilize for paying off the least is now available to you to contribute to additionally to what you're using to pay off the next debt. And the further up you go, that list of yours, paying off those debts, the greater your coffers grow because you're not paying them off to put it somewhere else. You're paying off to save in gold. Wow. Okay. Major for minor. Don't do it. All right. Movement. Do not mistake, he said, movement for achievement. We're busy. Busy what? Busy being broke. The 3 B's. Busy being broke. I remember Mr. Dalco, talking about Michael L. Dalco, and I was blessed to talk with him last night before Greg McKay's magnificent presentation. And I was reminded after I hung up the phone with brother, I was reminded of him asking us one day in Atlanta. He said, oh man, you know, everybody loves this group. What's the name of this group? What's it? BBD? And everyone started yelling, Belle Biv DeVoe. He said, no, broke, busted, and disgusted. Get out of that group. He said, broke, busted, disgusted. Get out of that group. Okay, we're always busy. Busy doing what is a great question to analyze for yourself. And then when you look at the fact that busy is not equal to being effective. T.D. Jakes, in the presentation we did earlier last week, he shared that we're busy 80% of our time, but we're only effective 20% of that time. Because busy is just running like hamster in the wheel. We don't want the hamster wheel anymore. We want to get off that wheel. We want to embrace all the influences that the Creator has given us mentally, spiritually, physically, right? Emotionally. We want all four of those influences that make up the activity of the mind to work in concert with each other. So we have to get off that hamster wheel. And we get off it once we analyze what keeps us there. We get off that hamster wheel and we start utilizing our time in constructive, efficient, effective ways. He says, good concentration, talking about Jim Rohn. Developing good concentration. Concentrate on the business at hand. Concentration is a gift, folks. It's a gift. And what did we describe gift as? Gift is that thing willingly given to someone without a payment. It's a present. God has given us the gift of his time. He has given us the gift of his gold. Why do you say it's a gift? Because you're not buying it. It's without payment. It's an exchange of a declining paper dollar that was given power by man and passed on for the God gift of gold. See, you can buy debt all day long. Can't buy gold. What gives gold its value? As I stated in the intro of this presentation for today, it is indestructible. It is incorruptible. We're talking about gold. Gold is money, and its value is rooted in its scarcity and the labor involved in extracting it from the earth. This is why this precious yellow metal that comes out looking like a rock, you can melt it down and make it anything you want. It's valuable as a liquid. It's valuable as metal. It's valuable in any shape, form, or fashion. You can't destroy it. I love when Mr. Best says that no one has ever called him and said this opportunity doesn't work. No one's ever called him and said, hey, take this gold back. It tastes funny. It's expired. You heard Brother Kansu, or you read his comments here. Over 5,000 years, it's been that model for money. Well, we talk about gold and silver, right? And the Constitution talks about gold and silver being the only legal tender, although they give us this paper. All right. Then people ask the question, well, why is so much value put in gold and not silver? Silver is easier to get. Well, no, it's not easier to get. It just has more affordability, but only if you know what silver really is. Silver and gold are money. However, silver is a utility metal, and it doesn't carry the same conduit and power that gold carries. And so as a result, as a utility, is malleable. It can be used in different ways as gold can, but there's more of it as silver. So you find that your value in it is considerably less than gold. So the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he instructed us as followers of his in the Nation of Islam. He said, as long as your dollar still has some value, get all the gold and silver that you can. If you cannot afford gold, get silver. The silver is conditional because it still gives you a value system greater than the paper if you cannot afford the gold. But everybody can afford a cup of coffee. You can afford the gold. Karatbars has made the way. We're the only entity that has. We're the world's largest provider of small gold, pure gold in small increments. That's right, Brother Ronald. Gold is a monetary metal. You see, gold has a greater density and comes from collapsed stars. Ooh, teach. Teach. Boy, oh boy. Look, we got so many jewels and gems out here. That's right, Sister Denise. Team Freedom in the house. She said, key words, as long as it has value. That's what he said. That's what he said. Sister Shaniqua says, instead of a busy bird, a business bird. Look, family, I'm having a lot of fun with this quite naturally. And I appreciate all that you all are sharing here, because this share shows us and shows the community watching that we are a people, we are angels aware. Scripture says, be careful how you entertain strangers. They may be angels unaware. We are angels aware. Well, what is an angel? That doesn't make us holy. An angel is an agent. An angel is an agent with a sense of purpose. So we're not holy, we're not spooky, we don't fall out of the sky, we come out of hell just like you. But when the mission is on us, it's one thing to be anointed, it's another thing to be appointed. But when you have been anointed with an appointment, ooh, you're a bad somebody. And these are wealth builders, folks. Dr. Harold Constantine Sykes was anointed with a mission. And we've been deputized in that mission to make the mission of God's money availability and its availability known to the world. This is what we do. Why? I'll give you 10 reasons really quick, and I can probably give it in less than 60 seconds. And as soon as someone says go in this chat, I know it's a little delayed. When you say go, I'm gonna give it 10. All I want to do is see go. We have fun here, wealth builders. I just want to see go. Come on, someone type in go. Someone type it in. I'm just looking for a go. Go, Go, Go. I'll give you the 10 reasons. All right. Thank you, Brother Ronald. Here we go. Go. It's free to join. It's your own business. It's a global economy. It's unlimited income. It's flexible hours. It's an inheritable asset. Your product is money. Gold is money. Every activity in Karatbars is an asset producing activity. There are no employees. There's no overhead. There's Karatbars. It's Karatbars. That is Karatbars. And that's the opportunity that's in front of you today. So go back to the one who introduced this opportunity to you and let them know you're ready to get started in Karatbars International. You want to know why the hundreds of those that join on this stream every day are so daggone happy, so doggone turned out. We are because Karatbars is. We are because Karatbars is. I'm going to jump over here to Sister Lakeisha McKnight because you know how we do. I'm also going to jump on the stream of Brother Consul, and then we're going to move to Rodney Berger for that mighty power call. And I can't tell you how flat out excited all of us are in this mighty opportunity. Okay. There is one thing that I said, I promised myself I was going to show you. I want to see if it's here. I want to see if I have it. Give me 1 second. Okay, I think I do. I do. Okay. And then we'll close out after this, okay? Woo! In gold we trust, y'all. In gold we trust is coming. I'll see us at 10:45 with the power call. Peace and power, family. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share with you as your brother and friend. Okay, and prayerfully you got something out of what we had to share today, and I look forward to seeing us all on the other side of money. Peace and power.
Peace. Strong words. Love. Soul. And change. Yeah, this is Big Snoop Dogg. Coming at you live and direct. And I got something to say. You dig?
Let's change the world. Divided we fall, but united we stand. Let's change the world. No fights, no wars. Oh, let's learn to love again. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Whoa, oh, oh. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.
Brother, what will you discover if we come together and do it like we never? I'm just sick and tired. I'm fit to light the fire. Now put this on the wire. The devil is a liar. I do this with no hesitation. Meet me at the reservation. Elevating, educating, meditating, concentrating. Replenish ya, finish ya, opposite of sinister. And I do it for the minister.
Let's change the world. Divided we fall, but united we stand. Let's change the world. No fights, no wars. So let's learn to love again. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Whoa, oh, oh. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.
Somebody need to stop the war. Man, the war ain't overseas, it's at your front door. And I done seen too many brothers shot up on the floor for more than drugs and some colors. And now you call us warlords. But if you can help it, then help it. But you ain't helping us. You so selfish and selfless, you wanna see us breathless and helpless. But I'ma hustle and tussle for all my brothers who struggle. Yeah, we bang the world. Now let's change the world.
Let's change the world. Divided we fall, united we stand. Let's change the world. No fights, no wars. Oh, let's learn to love again. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Whoa, oh, oh. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.
No killing, no shooting, no dying, no lying, no gang banging, so no more mamas crying. Everybody get along, man, that be the perfect song. Peace in the streets as I sit back on my phone, chilling with the president. He let me in the White House. Back to the castle with the minister, no doubt. Shoes at the front door. Love is what you come for. Let's get it right and unite, but do it
Let's
pronto.
change the world. Divided we fall, but united we stand. Let's change the world. No fights, no wars. Oh, let's learn to love again. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Whoa, oh, oh. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.